So I'm Colin Wells. I have been British Ambassador here in Mauritania since April this year, and I'm a career diplomat. We are the newest embassy actually in Nouakchott. We've been open for 3 years, since 2018. I'm only the second ambassador to be based here. And before that we had our representation was in Rabat, but it's much better that we have an embassy here. So we're brand new. Actually, it was a job that I've been looking for some time. And then it just came available and I made my application. I was successful and then very excited about trying to get to Mauritania as quickly as possible. Mauritania is my home, first and foremost. And that might seem very strange to you as I'm a diplomat from another country, but actually it's important for me to have a base and I feel very comfortable here. It's like going to somewhere where no diplomat has gone before, and yet it's so exciting. But also Mauritania is a place where I work, where I feel like I can make a real difference in bringing together my country and Mauritania, my people and Mauritanians. For me, Mauritanians are friendly, welcoming and caring, and I suppose you might think that I would say that about every nationality that I meet, but it's particularly the case here. I was made to feel very welcome from the start, from everybody, from the President when I presented my letters of credentials, which every new ambassador must do, to the staff that work here at the British Embassy, to those I meet as I go around and about Nouakchott and the whole of the country. I think the biggest thing that's happening since I've arrived here is the President's attendance at the Climate Change Summit in Glasgow in November 2021. That is going to be a very big deal, not only for the world and for Mauritania to have him involved in climate change discussions, but also for having the President of Mauritania come to my country. That's a big deal. What I would say to anybody who comes to Mauritania, first of all, you have to come through Nouakchott, but don't stay in Nouakchott. Enjoy Nouakchott, but get out and about. And since I've been here, which is just 6 months, I've been out into the interior. I've been down to a refugee camp down near the Mali border. I've been up to Nouadhibou, and I've been down south towards the River Senegal. There's so much to see. It's a fantastic country, very diverse. My favourite place, so far, the place that I remember the most is when I went out to the interior, to Chinguetti and to Ouadane. And those are amazing cities, but actually on the road there, you go through these incredible mountains and see some incredible canyons. And my best memory here is of watching the sun go down behind some mountains in the interior of Mauritania. Absolutely lovely, beautiful. I will always remember that. In terms of products that I associate with Mauritania, I suppose what comes to mind immediately is the boubou that men wear here. I've been given a couple of boubous and I hope, very handsome in them, but they are definitely something that is very Mauritanian, very stylish, and so I hope to take a few of those away with me at the end of my posting. In terms of most representative place in Mauritania, I would choose the Saudi Mosque here in Nouakchott, because it symbolises Nouakchott. It was built at around the time the city was itself built to demonstrate itself as a new capital of a new country. But also it demonstrates what is fundamentally part of Mauritania, which is the Islamic faith as well. And it's also, I have to say, a very beautiful building as well. A symbol for Mauritania, again, it has to be the symbols of the Islamic faith, because that is fundamentally part of Mauritania. If I had to think of anything else here, I think of those things that are fundamentally important to Mauritania, like fish, the desert, but to me at the centre of Mauritania is the Islamic faith. The colour of Mauritania for me has to be green, and I'll tell you why, because that to me is the colour of the shirt of the Mauritanian football team, and I'm very proud to wear that when I go and watch the Mauritanian football team, and they're going to get better and better and better. The sound, I know this is going to sound funny, but it's the sound of waves crashing on the beach, because I spend a lot of my time on the beach, whether that's walking and exercising, or whether that's swimming and enjoying seeing the fishermen fishing offshore. The smell of Mauritania, well, the one smell that I remember most here is when I go to the fish market by the sea, where you also see rows and rows and rows of pirogues. But there is also a smell of fish. The taste of Mauritania. Well, there are two things that come to mind when I go and have a meal with a Mauritanian family, and that's always a pleasure. One is meshoui, the other is tea. And some people tell me that there are two types of tea. One is sugar and one is without sugar. For me, it has to be sugar. So sugary tea, fabulous. Absolutely enjoy it. Anna, Mauritania.